Hey guys, welcome to Slightly Filtered.
It has been, this is our 5th episode?
Yeah.
Holy cow. Anyways, so y'all have been here for a little bit now. How's everyone? Everyone here is great. I don't know. I'm not gonna talk for y'all.
We're doing pretty good. I hope y'all are enjoying this.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun doing this. It's been a lot of figuring stuff out, but I think we finally got into the groove of everything, so thank y'all for being patient with us.
Yes.
Trying to figure it out because this is new for us too. But yeah.
And we're by no means are we perfect, or do we absolutely
Yeah, no, we're not there yet.
Absolutely not.
So we figured all of it out yet. But we will.
But also, once again, shout out to the Alibi.
What do you have?
I got it. You can tell the drinks are good. I have a Sugar Daddy iced. No
I
whipped cream.
have this very rare drink. I don't know if y'all have heard of it before. It's something called, it's their secret menu, I think. It's like a Dr. Pepper. I don't know.
It's straight on the rocks.
That's why you're pregnant. There you go. And I have a Wave Rider with cream. Super yummy.
So today we wanted to keep our episode more about work, but like a little bit lighthearted about work because, so y'all saw last week's episode where we brought Paige on. That episode was so much fun to do. And then before that we talked about work a little bit, and then we talked about Valentine's. So I feel like we haven't talked about our work life very much.
Let me just say that we are not perfect, and
Absolutely.
if anybody is gonna have technical difficulties, it's me. And it did happen to me. I recorded majority of Paige's podcast, and it didn't record. So it got the ending, it got the good part.
I'm super glad it got the ending though, because I watched the ending for the first time yesterday whenever I was editing it, and I cried. And I was like, I'm glad I got her, we have her real reaction. Even though it's blurry, you can still hear everything, and you can see it, but her real reaction is obviously something we can't fake. And so I'm glad we got that because it was really cool.
Yeah. So, on to episode number 5.
Yay! So today we just have a few random topics that y'all wanted to know about the industry and about our job and our personal experiences. So our very first one, we're just gonna jump right into it. Our very first question we got asked is, what's something your stylist did that made you not want to go back?
Ooh.
Yeah,
It happens to everybody.
It does. But even
really
not like
packed one.
intentional.
Yeah.
I don't think it's ever like intentional. I think it just sometimes happens behind the chair. Because I'm sure somebody has a story about me.
Yeah, same. Probably.
It's okay. It is what it is. Nobody's perfect.
Literally.
We're all along for the ride.
Yeah, you
Am
go
I going
first.
first?
That's you, girl.
Okay. Well, whenever I was really young, I had my hair done, and I have heavy hair, super curly, super thick, and they didn't use foil, they used wax paper. So whenever I got home, I looked like a cheetah.
It was in style. The cheetah was in style.
You know what? If it wasn't, I made it one.
Trendsetter.
For real.
Setter. Yeah.
Do you want me to tell you the worst part?
What?
Is I dyed it with box dye right after.
For the one person that is like, do not ever use box dye. Y'all hear this right now.
Coming
Y'all
from
heard it
me
here
live.
We're better now. We don't do that
I
anymore.
don't do that anymore.
See?
But I think I was like, had to be like 11 or 12.
Oh, okay. Well,
And I was like, oh my god, what am I doing? And I just started bawling my eyes out. My mom's like,
Walgreens.
Walgreens, let's go. And we did. And then I was back to dark.
Oh my gosh.
And then I have two actually. So the other one is I was getting my hair highlighted. I don't know why I choose to do that because it's never good. And my stylist, I mean, the worst part is I worked there. So there was 4 or 5 of us that worked there. And she started foiling my hair, and it was like a full highlight. And halfway through, she's like, all right, well, my kid's done that, so I have to go get her.
And she left you there?
Half of my hair has bleach, and I was like, oh, okay, so are you coming back?
She's She said no. That's
And we had to have like a salon discussion about who was gonna finish my hair. And one of the girls that worked there still pulled through a cap.
She didn't know how to do
So
falls.
she didn't do foils.
Oh no.
So,
Live, laugh, love.
yeah. Literally because it was, I'm telling you, it was an experience, you know? So, just, it was a rough one. But, I mean, like, they finished my hair. I looked good. It looked good. It's fine.
Yeah.
I just
Got
had
through it.
a small panic attack when I was like, bleach just on my hair. Half of it. Like,
Bleach
it was
on,
like
bleach
this,
on.
it was like the side and the back.
Sounds
So
like
we
a
had
fisher.
this like, so we have like this side that wasn't covered. So I'm like, okay, even if it's done and I rinse it out, what about the other half of my hair?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
But it's okay. We had a girl step in. She finished it, and then I toned it the next day. I was like, you don't have to, just rinse it out. That's it.
Oh my gosh.
You're next.
Oh my god. So luckily I haven't really had many like experiences with getting my hair done. I've literally only had 2 people that do my hair my whole life. And my very first hairdresser, I literally love her so much. I still talk to her every single day. She had me since I was a little girl, like literally learning how to spell. And she calls me Ashlyn P. Dot because I came to her salon one day to come get my hair cut, like the amazing little girl I was. And I was so excited. I get there and I'm like, I know how to spell my name. And she was like, you know how to spell your name? I was like, yeah, I learned. She's like, how do you spell it? And I was like, ASHLYNNP dot, because that's how all my teachers would spell my name. And so she still calls me Ashlyn P. Dot to this day.
That's cute.
And then the only reason I stopped going to her is because she moved. I'm so sad about it, but she moved. So then I went to someone else, and I still love her to this day too. Like I never had a bad experience with her. So I haven't had any like bad experiences. Yeah, it is hard being in the industry because I mean I do my own hair now, like, and I just keep my hair black. So
Yeah.
the only thing I do is get extensions, and that's Brenna. But there was this one time that Brenna like actually did. No, just kidding. Imagine. You're like, what did I do? What did I do? No,
Actually, you had me panicking. I was like, what did I do?
No, Brenna still does my extensions to this day. That's the only thing I get done to my hair. But I did go to Midland last weekend. And every time I go out of town, I get my hair washed. I find a salon, I get my hair washed. That's what I do because I love getting my hair washed, and I love going to different salons and like seeing how they have their stuff set up, seeing if I can learn anything new. Like I don't know, that's just something I do. And I went to Ulta, and no shade on Ulta because I go there sometimes because they're the only ones that can get me in. But they do charge $40 to get your hair washed and a blowout. But I don't like blowouts. First of all, I don't have layers, and I don't want you to sit there with a round brush on my hair that long. Just blow it straight. Yeah, $40. Yeah, and it was me and Dallas, so $80.
They didn't charge less because she's
No.
younger?
So
I said,
anyways,
happy birthday.
for real. I'm done.
Seriously.
No, she still got me to get her Olive Garden that night. So anyways,
Dang.
I get there, and Ulta is what's called a commission-based salon. So you have someone at the front who's making your schedule for you, and you don't get to make your own schedule because like our salon is a booth rent salon. So I am in charge of my own schedule. I make all of my money, like what I make in a service, I get to keep all of it. None of it goes to Brenna. I just pay her booth rent. But at a commission-based salon, a certain amount gets taken out of what you make because that goes to the salon. So anyways, they schedule me in Dallas on this girl's books. She apparently doesn't think she has time for us. So she's mad at me because they scheduled me on her service. I'm like, girl, I didn't know. I didn't choose your schedule for you. Like, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, I understand. Like, you seem like this is going to be a lot for you. I literally just need you to wash my hair and blow dry it. I don't even want you to straighten it. You don't even touch your round brush. Just blow dry it. Like, it's literally simple.
Yeah.
And so she's mad. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm waiting. My appointment was at 12. And it's like 12:20 at this point. She finally takes me back. And she goes to wash my hair, and I'm very picky about how I get my hair washed. My hair has to be clean. You have to shampoo it twice because it's not going to be clean if it's not. So anyways, she throws shampoo on there, doesn't even get it lathered on her hands, throws shampoo on there, and starts to like barely scrub it in. It's not even getting soapy because I haven't washed my hair in a week at this point. My hair is not clean. So it's not even getting soapy, and she adds a little bit of water, starts rubbing it in a little more, and then rinses it out. And I'm like, I know she's done. I know she's done. And she is. She's done. And I'm like,
Oh my god.
that's my biggest pet peeve is whenever people will wash someone's hair.
And you can tell, as a hairdresser, you can tell if their scalp is not clean.
Yes.
They need a double
And they
wash.
just-
You can tell.
add a tiny bit of water so it looks like it's getting a little bit more soapy, but it's not doing anything. You're just rinsing out the product. And so I'm like, oh my god. So then she throws the conditioner on. I'm like, yep, I'm done. I'm done. And she doesn't even give me a towel. She doesn't even give me a towel. She's like, and I don't have a cape on. She's like, okay, you can go back to the station. I'm dripping everywhere. And I'm like, oh my god. So yeah, probably won't be back to that Ulta, but that's the only bad
Sounds like she was
experience I
having a rough day.
had. Yeah, so I tried to not take it out on her very much, but
I just want to say it was very rude of you to interrupt her lunch hour.
I know, like,
you to
girl,
get your hair washed.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
And you asked for like the bare minimum.
Yeah, she
Just
made
like-
$40 off of a single shampoo, condition, and
A little.
whack blow dry. Like, it wasn't even good. And I was just like,
Products
and
are
then
expensive. You can't double wash nowadays.
She
Yeah.
literally goes to like style my hair, right? And she puts in like leave-in conditioner and stuff, and she gets this foam. It looks like mousse. I don't know what it is. I've never seen it before. She gets this foam, a whole handful, puts it on her head, and I'm like, oh my god, my hair's about to be so crunchy. Like, why would you do that to me? Like, why? I'm like freaking out because I don't even need a curl. So why are we adding foam? Like, what are we doing?
The foam.
I had to wash my hair. No, Brenna did my hair that Monday.
Wednesday. Oh, I don't know.
I don't remember. It was like really soon after that, so I just dealt with it because I was like, Brenna's gonna wash my hair. It'll be fine. But that was like my only bad experience, really.
That's a rough one though.
Sorry.
It was. I mean, it was enough to be traumatized.
Never going back.
Yeah.
And you could have had cheetah spots, but you didn't.
Yeah.
Just
Or a
that foamy hair.
half-bleached head.
She was trying to slick back.
Dang. You know, like in middle school when you would scrunch your hair and then like straighten your bangs.
Straight bangs.
That's the vibe she was going for.
Seriously.
And your hair was crunchy.
I used to still do that until recently, and I learned more. But yeah, I would use gel and mousse and just get
No,
that.
let me tell you,
Listen.
Aussie spray gel. It was the bee's knees.
Oh yeah,
Like we kept it on stock. Like
What
we
was
couldn't
that
afford
brand?
anything else.
Yeah.
Aussie gel. It was in there.
Aussie.
I
Yeah.
swear to God.
And you just keep going.
Dude, like it's not crunchy enough. You're walking out and go.
You had to hear the. Yeah.
We didn't have diffuser, so we didn't do any
No.
of that.
It is what it is.
The curly hair routine has came a long way, I must say. I'm not a part of it, but I do watch so many videos, and she's came a long way.
Yeah, she has.
Your turn.
Oh, well, Brenna's done my hair forever, so I don't really have like a bad hairstylist experience or weird experience or anything like that. But I have in other parts of the industry where I've almost had something burned off, if you know what I'm saying. When the wax is a little too spicy.
Oh,
Oh, girl.
We need those, okay? Those lips matter too. Just kidding.
all lips matter.
All lips matter, okay? But that's something that's hard to, I don't even know, like to, because you can put it right here and it's warm, it's not too bad, but down there you're just like, okay, take it off.
She's
Hurry up.
on fire, actually.
Yeah. But this was like a long time ago, so I've been doing this for 9 years,
Yeah.
okay? Beauty school, lots of bad experiences. Yeah. Yeah. But I would have to say one of the harder experiences I've had is confining in one of the many people in the industry for 9 years. You say certain things and they take those things and then they say those things to other people. And then it gets out and you're like, oh, I confided in you and you told everybody. So now I'm not going to come back to you.
Yeah.
That kind of sucks. But Britta's done my hair, so I really have never had any bad experiences there. So,
Thank God.
yeah.
Not me about to be roasted by my friends.
I can roast
Dude, Ashley
Brenna.
just tried and I just panicked.
I can roast Brenna so hard, but I'm not going to. It's in other aspects that we can't talk about on this slightly Filtered.
That'll be in episode 6.
Yeah. But we also have been best
Coming
friends.
soon.
Yeah. So I can roast her. I have every right to.
Wait, we should do a roasting one.
No, Ashlyn will hurt my feelings, and I would go cry in the corner. I'm like, Ashlyn, we're not friends anymore.
Do you hurt feelings? They better not be mine.
Do I hurt feelings?
Yes, she does.
Do I hurt
Oh,
feelings?
I was gonna say.
Never mind.
I think it depends on who you ask.
I want to say something so bad about Ashlyn's life right now. In recent events, I have seen Ashlyn get
Live
a little spicy on the things she says, and I'm like, ooh, get it, girl. Please don't do that to me, though. Okay. I'm really nice to you, okay,
On the
Ashlyn?
same side.
I'm a very nice person
Until you do her
until
wrong.
I'm not, and then I won't be.
Absolutely.
And that's my favorite game to play. So don't tempt me with a good time,
Hell
please.
yeah. Cheers to that. I got you, because you're pregnant, so. We'll leave that for another podcast for Ashlyn.
Yeah, we'll see we'll see where the wind takes us.
What's the
See
next
about
one?
that Anyways, so the next question is, if you had a different job, what would you do?
I would be a realtor 1000%.
Oh, sweet. I didn't
Dude,
know that.
I don't think I ever actually wanted to do it until I bought both of the buildings, and then I was like, slay.
You're always
I
on
love this.
Zillow.
Yes, it's
I
my
know.
hobby.
I literally asked Berta one time about this what is it? It was like a building, like a commercial building. She's like, I can get the price for you like today. And she did. And I was like, dang. So you really could go into how do you say
Real
that?
estate.
Real estate and kill
I would
it.
love it.
But
like, I
you
love
still
to
have
look
to
and be
own.
like, this isn't good. It's not a location. It's been on Zillow for this many days. Like, this is the
She's
price.
already-
It's dropped
she already has it.
112%.
Okay. Your next realtor in Carlsbad, New Mexico.
Seriously,
I said that this weekend, and they were like, "No, you have too much on your plate." I'm like, I wouldn't do it today.
Why not just add a little bit more?
But
I
just,
wouldn't do it today, but like
just listen
maybe
to
tomorrow. Like,
Yeah.
I already looked at the classes. And I was like, I
already
literally
have a
don't have the time.
yeah.
Like, literally,
You
I don't have the
could.
time. But if anything
Oh
in
my
my life ever failed, I would
You could do it.
But
She's going to end up being a realtor tomorrow, y'all.
you're gonna see her on a billboard.
No, actually, let's talk about something though. To have your face on a billboard in Carlsbad is about $500 to $800 a month
Are you serious?
per billboard.
I would pay it.
I can see that.
I would love to see my face on a billboard. You know how many times I pass that billboard a day?
She's all selfie.
I'm all standing outside.
the next Avery Woods, what's up?
Her Good Morning blog on Snapchat. It's gonna be the billboard in her.
Good morning vlog. So today I'm here with my billboard.
Hey, if you're gonna pay that much money a month,
Might as well.
absolutely, yeah.
Make it worth
That is crazy though. I didn't know it'd be that much.
it. Yeah, it's also like $3,000 to take the test to be a realtor, so
Yeah, never mind.
Oh,
I gotta recover from a lot of shit before I do that.
Yeah, I can be an assistant in the office though.
Yeah.
I can answer calls.
Can you set up my appointments? Because I can't do that.
Obviously not. That's another podcast, but yes, I can do it for you.
Okay, what would you be?
listen, I'm limited on options.
She's gonna be the baby mama.
Because
I said, what would you do? I asked her earlier, and she's like, marry a rich guy and stay home. I said,
I would marry a rich man because I don't like school. I hate school. I'm not very smart. So it's like, what do I have left? What could I do? Like, I don't even think I have the ability of like, what do I want to do? It's like, what are my options? You know, like, I think I would honestly, I would love to be a waxer because I love watching waxing videos. I'd still be in this industry somehow.
no, but it's so satisfying though to watch a wax.
I love watching waxing videos, but I know for a fact as soon as a coochie is on my table, absolutely not. I couldn't do it. I'd be freaking out. Me and my client would both be scared. I'd be like, "Are you ready, girl?" They'd be like, "No." I'm like, "Me either." Close your eyes.
Hold my hand while I pull.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I just can't imagine me doing anything else. If I was to do anything else, I would just love to be like a full-time content creator
I can see that.
because I just love talking and like I don't want a job where I have like a set schedule. Ooh, but if I could find some sort of job where I could have an office, I would love that. I love Office Max and Staples. Those are my favorite stores, and I just want an office so bad to decorate. So if
Honestly, same
I
though.
could find something for that, that'd be cool.
So I'll have the real estate business. Y'all have the offices.
Okay,
and do your
absolutely.
videos in the back.
Okay, so you could be the
Tune in to
realtor.
next.
You could have the office. I could have office or whatever. I can make the videos for you.
Oh yeah.
What are we doing?
All right. Bear Beauty is officially closed. So
Just kidding. Don't
Haven't
say
you
that.
heard? Yeah, it's already on the street, so haven't you heard?
so now we're doing real estate. What is this?
What would you be, Sam?
I would be a trauma therapist. Y'all are so awkward. Like, Ashlyn's like, I'm just gonna do whatever. No, I really would be a trauma therapist because people sit in my chair and they tell me their life, and I'm like, I can fix you. I really can't, but I feel like I could, and I'm a good listener.
You
like,
are a good listener.
If you want to tell me something that was very traumatic in your life, and you're like, please just keep it on the DL, I'm gonna just pretend that I never heard you say it.
Yeah.
And then if you ever bring it up, be like, okay, yeah, we're tuned in with each other again. But
Yeah.
I have heard people say, like, doing that job, you'd go home and, you know, how we talked on the last podcast about taking it home and thinking about it. I feel like that's part of the reason I've never got into that, because I feel like I would constantly talk about their life and how to fix it. But I feel like I'm a good listener, so.
You are. And I feel like you're good at making notes, so I feel like you would like write it down. By the next time they come, you'd have like a whole freaking
Oh, yeah.
plan for them.
Would I listen to a therapist? Probably not. I don't even listen to my best friend over there. We're getting better.
Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah. Let's talk about it. We're on the podcast.
You don't listen
I don't.
to anybody.
I'm getting better though. Tell me, I've gotten a little better.
Okay.
In the past few years though, Brenna would be like, Sam. And I'm like, no, it's fine. And then like months later, she's like, I told your ass. And I'm
Literally
like,
have the receipts.
seriously. And I'm like, okay, you're right. I should probably listen to you. And she's like, yeah. And then I don't listen to her. And then I
but,
come
like,
back and I'm like, hey.
I'm the same way. Like I want to vent it out, and I want you to be like, get your crap together, and then I want to be like, going right back to my habits. So
See, I want to vent until you tell me what I need to hear, and then I'm like, that is not a good idea. I'm not doing that.
No.
But like, obviously, that's the right thing to do. But like, no, not doing that.
but we don't ever do what's right for us, so it's fine.
I think whenever there's certain situations that we want to help somebody, I'm not going to air out your business, Ashlyn, because we already know. But I feel like because we have experienced the same thing, and we're just like, okay, we love you. We're here when you need us. And she knows what we're fixing to say, because we're fixing to be mama bears to her.
Literally.
And she's like, no, 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 no. And then when she comes back, she's like, dang.
So
It'd be like
y'all
that.
were actually right.
But we love you, and we will always be by your side no matter what.
Yeah,
Because
literally.
we all have to learn from
Yeah.
all of our experiences.
But like at one point, we were your age and doing dumb things too. So
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying what you like did was dumb. I'm just saying like we've all,
Oh,
No,
I've
it's a
done
little
worse.
dumb.
It's
It
okay
was a
though.
little dumb.
It's okay then.
we still love you.
Yeah.
It's okay. We all learn.
Yeah.
What's next on this bad boy?
Our fave. Can you see her?
I can hear something moving.
She is going crazy right now.
Is she hitting the microphone?
What? Yeah, she keeps kicking it. She doesn't like anything touching
She
my
wants to
stomach.
talk. She's like,
She has a lot to say. But anyways, our fave products and our favorite service to do.
My favorite service to do is extensions. You cannot convince me otherwise.
What's your favorite product?
Either the Pravana leave-in blue spray that I use on every single person on this earth, or Moroccan oil hairspray.
Oh yeah, that stuff smells
Although I
good.
can't breathe after I spray it, but it smells good.
Yeah, that's the best hairspray.
But that's probably my favorite.
My favorite product is my Aveda's shampoo. My
Is it that pink bottle?
no, it's green.
Some favorite
I'll come back to
product.
And the leave-in conditioner spray that Brenna just said, because that stuff is amazing. It is so lightweight and it's so hydrating. It's so good. I use it on myself, use it on all my clients. And then my favorite service to do obviously is men's cuts, but I think my favorite service is gonna be the head spa. Like I
It's hard up there.
love doing it.
I have to tell y'all something funny about the head spa.
What?
Okay, so I had a 2-hour on Friday. So I'm like rubbing her shoulders, you know, and I'm like trying to get like under her shoulder blades and come up and like go out. Not me with my eyes closed. I'm rubbing her like this and I'm all.
The other day,
And then I like open my eyes and I'm all, girl, what are your eyes closed for?
You were getting into it. That's okay.
Oh, you were not receiving the massage. You were giving
That's
the
how
massage.
relaxing it is.
And I'm all, thank God you're on an eye mask because I'm out here doing the Lord's work on her shoulders. All.
Could you imagine she like peeks and like, excuse me.
the other day I was doing one and I was like in the same spot behind her, and so like I'll do it where like I'll turn her head and I'll massage like one side at a time. So I'm massaging this side on her, so she's like this. So I'm literally laying on the shampoo bowl with like the little scraper thing, and I'm like this, eyes closed, head down on the shampoo bowl, like freaking passed out, just like this. But I know it felt
so
good. Like it was so good for me. But I think it was on Sunday I had one. And you know when you know when you have to cough, but like you can't cough. I'm doing a facial on her, and I'm putting her face mask on, right? And so she has no eye mask on because I had to take it off to put the face mask on. So she's she's just sitting there like her eyes are closed, and I'm putting the face mask on, and I have to cough so bad, but I am over her face. I can't cough, so I'm fighting for my life. I'm like trying to hold it in, and I start crying. Actually, my tears were falling, and she like opened her eyes for a second, and I'm just crying.
She's like, babe, are you okay back there?
Like before this, we were talking about like everything that's going on in my life, and so she probably thinks I'm just like crying
having a
the whole
moment.
time. It was so
dubbing on
funny, literally. It was so funny. But yeah, I think that's slowly becoming my favorite thing to do. It's so relaxing. I love doing it. I love how relaxed my clients are. Oh.
I thought they were away.
And I just love the vibe in that room. Like it's just so, all the smells in there, and then you can hear the steamer going, the music, the lights. Ugh, I love it.
It's a whole vibe.
What about you, Sam?
My favorite product to use on my clients would be the Tree Hut exfoliating exfoliator.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the hardest one, and it feels good. And
Like
it
it's
gets
rough,
yes.
but it's nice.
See, I hate scrubs that aren't hard. Like
Yeah,
that
it's like,
keep
it's like
stuff.
jelly. I don't like it.
I'm like, what?
What's the
I'm
point?
using, like I'm about to go get sand from outside, because
I want it
what is the point of this?
Like scrape my
Exactly,
legs.
Yeah.
Let me bleed.
Seriously. And then of course my favorite service is pedicures. And not because I have a foot fetish again, but because ingrowns, like pimple poppers, love that, right? I love to get an ingrown out. Men's ingrowns have probably been the worst. Ashlyn's face right now.
I can't do
Yeah.
feet, y'all. Whenever I was in school and we had to learn about like them, and we had to, of course, in beauty school they show you the worst of
Oh,
the
yeah.
worst, like the pictures of the funguses and everything. And that thing was on the big screen, that big toe, and I was like,
That big toe.
nope, not
I've
doing
never
it.
ran into any like really bad feet though. Like older people's feet are a little bit more harder to do, but those are my favorite.
I can't
It
do
doesn't
it.
disgust me at all. I just love to get them out, and then to give them the, oh my gosh, those are my toes now, and I'm like, yeah, I got you. Because like if they have like harder nails or they're like thicker, I'll sit there and file and shape it to where it looks like back to normal, and they're like so thankful for it. You know what I mean? Them ingrowns on men though, love it. I have one guy, bad. Every time he comes in and he's like, just do it. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, yay.
You're all locked in. Let's go.
I do. I love it.
Here, I brought my chainsaw today. Let's go.
Dude, seriously.
That's me when I'm like scraping their scalp with the dry brush like in the beginning, and I'm getting all the dry flakes
Oh,
off.
see?
Oh, see,
Same
that's
thing.
so satisfying to me. And I know that's probably, like, because they'll see it, like, on the cape, and they're like, that's so disgusting. I'm like, no, I love this. Just,
It's the
you
good
just sit
stuff.
there.
See? Same with
The extensions. I
toes.
said that extension lane. I'm like, them color matches.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what else?
Our next one is we listen and we don't judge.
Yeah.
In the salon.
Come on.
Yeah. We'll keep it to that.
I want you to start.
We listen and we don't judge.
So like something like we do.
Yeah.
That's a hard one.
I know.
We listen and we don't judge.
like,
Oh, that's a good one.
I swear you had one for this and now I don't know.
I know. I'm trying to think too.
Like me sending out mass texts to the whole salon when I know it's one person. We listen and we don't judge.
We listen. Yeah.
Back to my shampoo. I finally.
Oh, did you figure out what it is?
Yeah, it's the rosemary mint from Aveda.
Oh, okay.
Love that shampoo. But anyways, we listen, we don't judge.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, whenever you send out text, it's about one person.
Booth rent is due. Ashland.
Speaking of which, it is too.
Yeah, no, I actually remember today. I was gonna stop at the bank on my way.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like yours would be like cleaning.
That's literally what I was fixing to say. We listen and we do not judge. When I literally told Brenna the other day, can I please be the one that cleans the kitchen and the toilet? Like, that's my thing. Like, I want to be the person that does it every single time. I don't even care.
Sam's listen and we don't judge us. Nobody cleans as good as her.
No offense. I'm so sorry.
No one
but-
does though. Sam is amazing at cleaning.
Period.
It always
you.
smells so good.
Thank you. It's the Ajax for me.
Dude,
It smells good.
I have been obsessed with mop water lately.
I made mop
Like-
water. She was like, that smells so good.
Brenda
I'm
made
like,
some
she's
too the
pregnant.
other day, and I'm like, oh, I can literally
I
just
was like,
sit
I'm just
by
gonna
that
clean
all day.
the kitchen real quick, and I was like, do you want me to leave it out?
She puts it next to her
smells
station.
Also,
She's
do
like,
something.
I'm like, can I get that made in a candle, actually, please?
That's how I was.
I'll move it to each room all day. So
Yeah. I love cleaning. That is I just love it.
Can't relate.
That's okay. I will do it. That's why I told Brenna. Kitchen and bathroom. I'll do
no,
it.
literally, I'll text Ashton and be like, hey,
Did you
I
pick up your
cleaned your
station?
station today, so if it's in the wrong spot, I'm sorry, but it was bothering me.
Ashland.
Because I just like, oh, okay, and we have to keep in mind, I'm not on my ADD meds, so that is a problem.
Okay, but wait. I feel like you've actually been like killing the game.
You really have.
It's
So
the
you're doing
nesting.
good. You're doing good.
It's the nesting, supposedly. But
Yeah.
everything about me is very chaotic and very messy, but that is how it makes sense to me. So like my mom would always clean my room. She still cleans my room. And I can't, like, it freaks me out because she cleans it. I don't know where anything's at. It's clean to me before it's like, whenever it's actually really dirty, because I know exactly where every single thing is at, and I know what I need. And then she goes and cleans it, and I'm like, where's my mess? Like, what's happening?
No. We love you. We listen, we don't judge.
But like,
We listen.
When we were at Ashton's the other day, and she was like, I do my makeup. And I'm like,
We listen and we do not judge.
we listen, what? Not judging? I'm not judging. We're listening. Dude, I couldn't even look at the makeup table, and I'm like, how in the heck? The next day she posts her getting ready on her morning vlog. She, like this, not even looking.
I know
She knows
exactly
exactly
where everything is.
That's so
Like,
crazy.
I seen the state of the table yesterday.
I knew what that looked like.
See, and everything has to be like, I know y'all see me around the salon picking up random stuff, and I'm just like putting
It
things
has to
in.
be in a certain
It
spot.
has to
I
be-
can't be like that.
It has to be spotless, or
No.
it drives me crazy.
Like, if I had to pay somebody to clean my house, it'd be Sam.
No, literally.
Period.
Because she knows. Like, I don't even care.
Yeah. How many times did I mop my room the other day? I was looking like this.
Dude, like, on
Like
the
3
ground.
times.
And she's like,
Going around the circle so I did not walk on my floor because there were streaks.
yes. And she was like, I mopped it this way and this way.
And then I
She's like,
dried
does
the
it look
mop.
clean or what should I do?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
It
it's
drives me
fine.
crazy because everybody comes into my room.
And then my client walks in with caramel apples from Grizzlies and drops the coconut flakes. And dude, she went and sat down and I was like, does she see the coconut flakes? Does she see them? Does she see them? And then she walks by and she like picked them up with her finger and walked away. And I was like, Sam's gonna literally hang you out to dry right now.
That is one. And my kids know. Oh, my kids, my poor kids. They're like, dang it. I'm like, get your stuff off my floor right now. When we're at the salon, I'm a monster. I'm like, go. Get out of here. Don't bring this food in here. Like,
I mean,
I'm
it's
a
harder
mean mom.
with kids, but
It is, yeah.
I love your kids.
No, literally, like, about me leaving stuff somewhere. Like, so I had blonde extensions in at one point, and they have sat in the same spot on my stand for, like, 6 months.
I was gonna say it's been a
I
long
think.
time.
And they sat in the same exact spot because I know exactly where they're at. But
Where
the
are
other
they?
day, right here, right by my
Oh my
hairspray. But the other day, I left my hat at the station, at the salon, and it was on top of my extensions. And my client makes fun of me every time she comes in. She's like, "Why does it look like you just killed a little old lady and you just left her hair here?" Because they're like grayish white. And I'm like, so then she comes in and she's like, "Ashlyn, like, I was joking with you, but this is getting a little weird. Like, why is there a hat on top of it now?" And I was like, because it looks really weird. Like, it was a hat, and then the hair is hanging out of it. And I was like, oh, God, I'm so sorry.
No, all the time when I text you and be like, I'm going to organize your stuff. There will be a bag. Take it home. It doesn't belong here. Because one time we did a deep cleaning and I found SpongeBob Krabby Patties in your drawer. A whole bag of them
It was a whole box.
that
They were
you
been there
left
since I
a
started.
year before.
Ashlyn?
And then she was like, you think they're good? Throw them in the trash.
Ashlyn, what's your middle name?
Nicole.
Ashlyn Nicole. Both of y'all got Nicole?
Yeah.
Bad as hell.
Dang.
Just kidding.
The Nicoles are crazy.
The Nicoles are crazy. Y'all heard it first here.
Hey, both of you listeners we know are Nicole's too, so.
Love them. And we're all crazy. Well, I'm not a Nicole.
You're a Michelle.
That's
I feel like
even
that means like
worse.
serious business.
Yeah.
Serious. But that's
not
why
joking around.
Yeah. That's why my house is so clean. The salon is clean because I'm so serious.
I'm so serious.
It's the mom in me, I think. I've been a mom for so long. Almost 10 years. Good Lord. Still milfing it. No, I'm just kidding.
Slay.
Every day.
My listen and we don't judge would have to be like how like unserious I am with work. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. Like, I show up right on time or 2 minutes late. Like, my clients are literally like, I just forget this is like sometimes a job, and I'm like, wow. And I think it's just because I am young. Like, the older I'm getting, the better I'm getting at it. But like, especially whenever I was 19, I don't know how people trusted me to do their hair at 19. I literally had no responsibilities in the world. That's crazy.
I had a picture come up the other day from the first one I worked at.
That you did hair?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I mean, it was good. Nothing
Oh.
compared to what it was now.
We're growing.
Yeah.
Okay, and then like my sister came out with purple hair. And I was like,
Oh.
I remember I used like 9 tubes of color to try to make like the purple she wanted.
You did purple on me one time too, remember?
Uh-huh.
It was pretty. Just like right here.
This would be like the cherry cola color that I think everybody's like reaching for. I was gonna share it and I was like, I didn't hear
Let's not.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't have anything to freaking compare it to right now. She's a blonde, so.
You said something and then it reminded me. We listen and we do not judge. When Ashlyn's talking to her clients and I hear the chisme, I'm like scrubbing the toes. I'm like, me and my client, every single time, we get quiet and we're just like,
No, I can tell when my clients quit talking because they're like,
they want
Ashlyn's
to
talking.
hear. Okay, it's another podcast without it being a podcast. And my client the other day mentioned something. I was dying. She was like, I can't even say it. She said, "Oh, she ain't got a baby daddy," and I was like, and she's an older client, okay?
She's old.
And she was listening to it because we were having a conversation and she stopped talking. She ain't got a baby daddy, and I was like,
Yeah, because right before I
Okay.
was in the shampoo, I was shampooing my client, so I was in there with her, and her client was like, "Oh, you're pregnant," and I was like, "Yeah," and she was like, "Oh my gosh, congratulations!" Like asking me how far along I was, what I was having, and then I went back and I'm talking about it to my client because it's one of my regular clients, so like she knows everything that's going on. And so then she heard it, she was like, "Oh, there's more," and I
yeah,
was like,
she
"Yeah."
was excited to hear it. We were all there for it. Okay, we live for Ashlyn's tea.
So did my clients. They love
Yeah.
it.
That's why they're like, so what's going on now? No, that was me there for a long time. It was. It was juicy all the time. We settled down. We's wifed up now.
proud of y'all.
Huh?
I'm proud of y'all.
Oh, well,
you.
I'm not wifed up, but
But you have grown a lot in the past, even just the past couple months. You've
So-
been great.
I think I should have said this the last time whenever I was like publicly apologizing to you about how mean I was to you.
Huh?
About how mean I was to her.
We listen, we do not
thought I was
judge.
late.
Wait, listen, we don't judge that. I was just trying to win. Yeah, I'm just kidding. But I've realized over like the years like the last 2 years because I feel like I've had a lot of challenging things. I also expect me and what I would do and how I do things out of everybody.
Yeah.
And so like I expect like me, I'm like, okay, I may not be 30 minutes early like Sam, but I'm gonna be like 15 minutes early. So I expected that out of Ashlyn.
Yeah.
Right. But then I'm like,
That's not
I have to
Ashlyn.
like reel it in a little bit and be like, not everybody's
Yeah.
hard-headed or strong-willed or anything.
I grew
But
up
it's
with my
not
mom,
that-
so
But it's not that like you don't have those features or like those things about you. It's just like I want them like now.
Yeah.
no, I
But like
don't.
you're like growing into a lot of that, and I'm just super like I love-
You literally, from
You're doing
the
so,
first
so,
time you
so
started
good.
till now, I'm like, ma'am,
I'm
look at
becoming
you.
a mom.
I think it's too, you've been through a lot, like a lot of challenging things, just like Brenna.
just
and,
like life things.
and it definitely changes you.
Yeah, but my mother, I love her.
We love you, Charla.
That girl's 3
Charlotte
hours
Ann.
late everywhere she goes. That's all I've ever known.
No, when you said Charlie was coming today, I said.
You said 2 minutes away.
3:30 before she shows up, and like I'm gonna have to be back at work. You guys record without me.
Ashley said Charla's 2 minutes away, so me and Brenna are standing outside.
And I
She's
thought
like,
she just
does that
barely
mean?
left.
Yeah.
Is that
So we made a name
2
for
minutes
her.
in real life or 2 minutes in Charlotte's life?
It's 2 minutes before she gets in the car.
It's like
Because
dog
that's
minutes
like
for
you.
her.
Yeah. So her name is Charla Ann Ruth if she's in trouble, and then just Charla Ann
When she's being alright.
when she's being all right.
All right.
The very last one, are we doing your bad client experience?
Oh shit.
We can make it quick.
I have to go back to work.
We can say
That's
that.
okay. Yeah, but it's up to y'all.
You want to say yours real quick? Do you have one? Did you have one earlier?
Oh yeah, wait, let's talk. I don't know that it. I did somebody's hair one time, and then she texted me and told me her haircut was uneven, so I went back to fix it, and then she started yelling at the girl that I worked for, telling her she wanted her money back, and that I didn't deserve to do her hair. And I was like 6 months out of beauty school, and I was like, oh, you can have all your money back, it's okay.
Oh yeah.
Or
Now
we
look at
could
you.
Talk about the time that I had to bring Jay with me to work, and he was like 6 months old. But your client also had to bring her nephew or something.
Yes.
And whenever she left, she was like, I didn't know that this was a daycare. And I was like,
And to
Oh
make
my
that
God.
very clear, our salon is kid friendly. And it says it
1000%.
on Google, it says it on the Booking.io.
Vagaro,
We
yeah.
are kid friendly. And if you don't like that, there are plenty of salons in here that would take you.
Yeah.
No offense. We listen and we do not judge.
But yes, she was like, I didn't know that this was a daycare. And I was like,
It is.
oh.
If you don't like it, go somewhere else.
Yeah, literally.
Period.
I'm like, she couldn't help that her sister was in the hospital and had to bring the kid.
yeah, things happen.
And you would
there's
have
a
been
lot
mad
of-
if I canceled your appointment. So I thought I was doing my best by bringing my baby who was going to sleep majority of the time.
Yeah, and he
Yeah, literally. That's crazy.
did. Yeah.
Honestly, I had a lot of, almost all of my bad experiences in beauty school. I feel like we could have a whole other podcast about beauty school experience because that was traumatizing. And I would never do that again. But I had the worst clients in beauty school, the absolute worst. And a part of it was because, so since I went to Aveda, a lot of the clients expected you to be better because it's an Aveda school. So they think, yeah, she's in school, but she's going to Aveda, she needs to be better. Meanwhile, no girl, I just started cutting hair 2 weeks ago. That does not make me any better just because of the name. Like, I still don't know what I'm doing. And so these clients would come because they want the experience of going to an Aveda salon, but they don't want to pay for an Aveda salon, so they go to the school. And when I tell you these were the most bougiest clients and the rudest clients, like, I cried every single day I left beauty school. I would go sit in my car, watch Duck Dynasty, and cry every day. Like, it was bad.
I'm going to go.
Okay.
Okay, I love y'all.
Love you.
True to the podcast.
And so it was just, it was horrible. And there was. I really wish y'all could have seen that, but I know it's not in the frame.
Oh, dang.
Love you. But anyways, my clients were horrible, and there was this one girl who came in twice a week for a botanical treatment and a shampoo style. And the botanical treatment, first of all, is like an Aveda thing, but there's protein in that hair mask, You should not be putting that much protein on your hair every other, like twice a week. That's crazy. But I mean, what do I know? Apparently nothing. So I tell her, I'm like, girl, I don't think you should be getting this done. Like, we can still wash your hair, but I don't think you need this treatment done twice a week. And she's like, no, ma'am, this is what I need every Tuesday and Friday. And I'm like, okay, whatever, cool. So anyways, I'm doing her hair, and I'm like, this is about to be easy. Like, she's about to be in and out. It'll be fun. Wrong. Literally wrong. She's like, I had her on a Tuesday, so she's not coming back until Friday. She's like, I want, like, she's from Texas, so, like, the higher the hair, the closer to God, you know what I mean? Like, she needs it up there.
Preach.
And I was excited because I had just taken a class on a blowout, and so, like, I learned different products, how to style, how to, like, combine products, how to get a lot of volume and stuff. And so I was excited. So I'm round brushing her. I'm full on, like, sweating in there, right? Like, I'm getting in there. I'm like, oh, she's about to love me. She's like, I need this to last until next Friday. The volume and everything. Girl, are you going to sleep standing up? Like, how? What? How do you think that's going to work?
Oh my God.
And so anyways, I finish, and she's like, are you done? And I'm like, first of all, she tells me every single product she wants me to use. I am not allowed to choose the own product. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Go pick out the products. I finish, and she's like, are you done? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, this is not enough volume. And I'm like, your hair is standing straight up. Like, what do you want me to do? I don't know how much higher I can get it. And she's like, do you even know what you're doing? Like, you shouldn't even be here. And so I go to my educator, John Wayne. I love that man. He was the sweetest teacher ever. I'm crying. I'm like, John Wayne, please help me. And he's like, no, like, you have to do it yourself. Like, you got this. And I'm like, John Wayne, either you go over there and finish her, I'm quitting. Like, I'm so serious. I'm done. I'm not walking back over to that lady. And so he's over there, he's trying to help me. She's still not happy. And she's like literally just like being so rude to me, saying I am so stupid and that I don't know what I'm doing. I don't deserve to be in this industry, just going off on me. And I'm like, okay, girl, listen. First of all, she's like, you're doing it wrong. I said, first of all, I'm not doing it wrong. I style hair this way. If you don't like the way I style it, you are capable, like 100% capable of doing your own hair. You can do it at your house. You do know that, right? Like, where are we confused? Second of all, just because I style it different does not mean I'm stupid. And so she's just like going off on me. So I'm like, okay, I love this for you, but I'm not doing this. We walk up to the front, and she tells the girls at the front to check her out. She's like, I need y'all to write in my notes to never schedule me again with Ashlyn Palma. I said, I need you to make sure it's in her notes. Don't ever schedule me with that girl. I said, I'm not touching that girl's hair. Because I swear to God, we're going to have a problem, and I'm going to get kicked out of this school because you're not going to talk to me like that. Like, oh, I was so
Ashton
mad.
trying to
So,
box
like,
it out in beauty school.
like, I'm for real. Like, I'm glad that I had those clients in beauty school because I had my educators to help me. I mean, now, like, if I had a client talking like that, and, like, Brenna was there, Brenna wouldn't let that slide either. But, like, I'm in charge, like, of my clients at the salon. So I'm glad I had my teachers there to help me. But, like, the only, like, weird experiences I have now, and it's, like, the only bad thing I don't like about doing guys is sometimes, like, I'll have guys text me and they are weird. Like, I had a guy text me the other day, and he was like, hey, you cut hair? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, can I get a little head rub after?
No, sir.
I said, sir, this is not the Chinese rub and tugs. Like,
You better go with it.
I don't know how to do that. Like,
Oh my God.
And actually, I'm not cutting your hair because I already know what's about to happen, and I'm not putting myself in that situation.
Yeah.
And so that's the only bad thing about doing guys' hair, especially in like an oil-filled town. But I don't think I've ever had like a guy come in and maybe I have, I don't know. One time this guy told me he was going to tip me $50 because I stayed late for him and braided his hair, and it was a horrible thing.
I remember
and I had to stay there till 9 and I was supposed to be done at 7, and I had to stay there till 9, and he tipped me $5. And I said, I'm
That's
never.
kind of like a slap in the face.
I'm never doing it again. And he was already like judging me because I'm white. And so he already thought I couldn't do what he wanted me to do. And he made that very clear. So I was like, yeah, no, not doing that again.
At the beginning, he made it clear.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just like, this is about to be, and that's like a long service. It's not something like you're going to come in and out.
It's
So I was like,
all
this is
quiet.
about to be, we didn't say one word after that. Yeah.
Then why would he put himself in that situation anyways? Why don't he just go to somebody else?
I don't know. I don't understand.
I've had some weird experiences. Obviously in the past 9 years, beauty school definitely was just, I had a lot of great people in beauty school that were amazing. Good friends, still friends till this day. One's my mother-in-law now. Love her. But definitely, people that go to the beauty school, they definitely expect you to have the perfect service, and you're just learning.
Literally, they expect you to like know what to do.
Yeah, and
it's
you're like, I just learned this yesterday. Chill, okay. But I think in the industry now, I've had a few weird experiences when the conversation turns and they ask the most random questions about very private things, like, how's your day? Oh, it's great. How's your day? How are the kids? Great. Do you do anal? What?
yeah.
I'm like, excuse me? Well, I just need to know, like, because I want to try. What? No. Save that for like drinks with the girls. You know what I mean? Not during your pedicure, because you're making me feel very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Don't do that to me, please.
That,
Or they ask me because I am a lesbian, and obviously I've been with men. They ask me those questions.
that client,
I love her. She's funny.
Yeah.
Outside of professional, I would talk to her more, but
I don't think she's necessarily allowed at the salon anymore
I don't know.
because of some other issues and some other things. I forgot to tell y'all.
Oh.
She came in the salon the other day.
Really?
She came in the salon the other day. I saw her walk in and I was like,
What are you doing here?
and it's only me there. And so she doesn't get her hair done by me. Sorry, she doesn't get her hair done by me. So I'm confused. So she knows I do hair though, because the first time I told her, I was like, yeah, I do hair. She was like, oh, so I'm about to cause all of y'all problems.
That's literally what she tells me every time she walks in.
I said, girl, what does that mean? I'm scared. I'm scared. So anyways, she walks in and I'm like, hey girl, like, what do you need? She's like, hey, I need to book an appointment, but I can't book one.
You can't.
I don't know what to do in this situation, so I was like, oh god. And I can't be like, hold on, let me text the girls and see like what we're gonna do about this. And she's like, I just need my hair trimmed. And I said, that's it, because I'm gonna get you in and out. So I scheduled her on a day that we don't like have a lot of people in the salon, because that's someone we can't have in the salon while we have clients, because the conversations are inappropriate and like there's just a lot of stuff that goes into it. So I scheduled her for when we have no clients, because I'm scared. And I'm gonna do her haircut as fast as humanly possible.
When is it? So I can be there.
I don't know, that's why I was just looking at my schedule.
I'll have to leave here shortly.
Yeah, same.
To kind of go with that, I had a conversation with her at her last appointment with me. I was like, okay, because she did say, am I causing too many issues with you? And I said, I'm trying to be the nicest I can be, but yes. I said, you
Because it is an awkward situation.
Yes, you cancel on me a lot of the time, or you show up late and it puts me behind. And she's like, no, I totally understand. I'm so sorry. My life's chaotic. I get that. I have 4 kids. My life's chaotic too. And then I was like, sometimes you can be a little much for me. She's like, I know. I'm a lot. And I'm like, and that's okay. But it's a lot for me. And she understood that. And we do not speak anymore. It's just not good for business in my area, and really any of a salon, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and especially now that we have Sue working for us, and Sue works with older ladies, and so that's not conversations that old ladies would love to hear. And we have to consider all of the salon, not just one client. We have to consider everyone. So
Yep.
we'll see how her appointment goes.
Yes. And that is something, when she does come, we can just be like, hey, we do have new people working here. We got to keep our conversation to a minimum of certain things. We got to be a little bit more quieter, because there are older women here now.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't understand, like, hey, let me break it down
We've
to you.
tried to make it work.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Love you, but we're gonna have to do this on a different, at home, you know, because I've told her, okay, that conversation I don't feel comfortable talking with, but hey, drinks on the weekend, you want to ask me a personal question like that, and I feel comfortable telling you, I'll tell you, but no.
Not right now.
No.
Yeah.
Please don't ask me that.
Literally.
Anyways.
Anyways, I think that's all for today's
Yeah.
episode.
And
We
next
only
week,
have three more.
yeah.
What day is it? The 3rd?
Yeah, next week. Yeah.
1, 2,
3.
maybe.
Oh, yeah.
We might have 2 more. Because this is when I go on maternity
yeah.
leave. So we have that one and that one.
Can you go into labor on our podcast? We'll get a lot of views.
That one will be good for the content. So we're gonna try to get in one Q&A about everything before I do go on maternity leave, and yeah, y'all will get maybe 2, maybe 3 more until y'all will have our newest edition, and we get to talk about our birth stories and everything.
Yeah,
I'm excited for that.
I'm excited too.
But I think that's all for today's episode. So we will see y'all next week. And also about last week's episode, make sure you get your shirts ordered. Make sure you get in touch with Paige to see what you can do and just show her your support.
Yes.
But we will see y'all next week. Bye.